This is Death Valley National Park. We visited in winter and spent a few days moving through the central part of the park. In this video, we're showing what that experience was actually like, how we got around, where we stopped, and what stood out along the way.
Hi everyone, it's Urmi and Sanjay from Jetsetting with us.
Welcome to Death Valley National Park. We visited this park in winter on purpose, because in this season, the park leaves its oppressive summer heat behind and starts to reveal itself.
Death Valley National Park is enormous, bigger than some states, and that scale is really hard to understand. You're not arriving at a single destination, you're really moving through space in this park.
Death Valley is a bit of a demanding park in the summer. It requires water, timing, restraint, and oftentimes trails are just too unbearable to actually hike. In the winter, it finally gives something back.
If you enjoy adventure trips like hiking through national parks, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. It really helps us grow our channel. That being said, let's get started.
First, let's cover the basic logistics of visiting Death Valley. We recommend flying into Las Vegas, from which it's only about a 2 to 3 hour drive to Death Valley, depending on where in the park you're trying to visit. Winter is a great time to visit. The summer heat is absolutely brutal. In the winter, you have the option of doing most of the hikes, and it's actually not really that cold. The key to Death Valley isn't trying to see everything. The park is just simply too large for that. Instead, it's choosing just a small number of places and giving yourself enough time to experience them properly. For many people, including ourselves, a great place to start this trip is with Death Valley's most recognizable landscape, the Badlands at Zabriskie Point.
Zabriskie Point is one of the most photographed places in Death Valley. It's easy to access, and it really gives you a great sense of how different the landscape here really is. From up here, everything looks smooth and almost soft. This whole area is made up of eroded sediment, layers that were laid down, compressed, and then slowly carved away over time. It's one of those places that photographs well, but the scale is hard to read from a single viewpoint. This is one of those places where being on foot really makes a difference. So instead of staying at the overlook, we walk down into the Badlands. You start to notice how narrow some of the ridges are and how quickly the landscape breaks apart.
From here, we went farther into the valley to a place that looked completely different from the Badlands. Badwater Basin is actually the lowest point in North America at 280 feet below sea level. But what you notice first isn't the number, it's the openness. There's very little here to block your view in any direction. Distances here are harder to judge. Things look close, but they take longer to reach than you might expect.
This is Badwater Basin, and what I did not expect was just how still this water is. I mean, look at that. There isn't a single ripple in this water. It's unbelievable. And of course, you see the perfect reflection in the lake. This is not video editing. This is actually what it looks like right now, like that perfect reflection of the lake. It's unbelievable right now. I was a little skeptical coming over here, but then I was skeptical because of the number of tourists I see here. But this is totally worth checking out.
Next, Artist Drive is a short scenic loop that cuts through a different part of the valley. This is where most people come to see color. The hills are stained by different minerals exposed over time. It's not dramatic in every direction, but certain angles catch the light really well. Driving through is fine, but getting out of the car really makes a difference. Up close, the colors are subtler, less saturated, more layered. This is also one of the easiest stops in the park. Short walks, paved access, and a quick loop back onto the main road. It works well as a change of pace.
Once you leave Artist Drive, the valley flattens out. We happened to catch a beautiful sunset the day that we went in. Next, Ubehebe Crater is one of the most famous single viewpoints within the park. It's a volcanic crater. The scale is obvious as you approach the rim.
There's a trail that goes around the rim of the crater and one that goes down into it. We started the rim loop, but quickly realized this was not a trail that we needed to finish. We'd recommend doing the smaller trail which covers part of the loop, but circumventing the entire rim of the crater does not add much to your visual perspective. That time might be better spent hiking other trails in the park, such as Mosaic Canyon or National Bridge.
Mosaic Canyon starts out narrow with smooth canyon walls that have been polished over time. The rock here is interesting up close, especially early on. We walked in part way, then turned around. The hike required some rock scrambling, which we didn't feel up to at the time. In any case, we'd heard that the hike up to our turnaround point had some of the best views, so we didn't feel like we were missing anything.
National Bridge is a short hike that goes into one of the park's narrow canyons. Compared to a lot in Death Valley, this one felt more contained. The trail follows a wash, and the walking is really straightforward over a manageable distance.
Here we are approaching the Arch Natural Bridge here at Death Valley. And you guys, for those of you who watched the Bryce Canyon episode, you might have seen there was a natural bridge in Bryce Canyon as well, which was quite a bit larger. And I thought a little bit more scenic. This is here in a canyon, but the Bryce Canyon natural bridge was kind of overlooking a lovely landscape. So I think that one was a little bit more scenic. The nice thing about this one is you could actually hike up to it, unlike the one at Bryce Canyon, which was you drive up to the viewpoint, get out of the car, look at it, take a photo, and you leave. So this one's a little bit more authentic of an experience, I feel like.
One of the things that's easy to miss about Death Valley is just how much elevation change there can be. It feels like most of your time is spent traveling laterally, but there are times when you travel upward. Dante's View is a perfect example of this. Dante's View sits more than a mile above the valley floor. It's one of the higher viewpoints in the park. From up here, you can see most of the valley floor. Badwater Basin is right below. It's honestly a bit surreal seeing it from all the way up here. It's hard to tell how far away everything is until you see it from this angle. But it's definitely cold and windy up here, so be sure to bring a jacket. Next, here are our pro tips to make the most of your trip to Death Valley National Park. Tip number 1. As we mentioned earlier, Death Valley is enormous, and so where you stay will make a big difference in terms of your driving time. If you have the option, staying in the park at the ranch will actually save you a great deal of driving time. As an example, we stayed in Pahrump, Nevada, which meant we had to spend over an hour driving just to get to the park entrance every single day.
Tip number 2. On a related note, distances are deceptive within the park. Things look closer than they actually are. Definitely plan for a little bit of extra driving time, especially if you plan to stop along the way between different points of interest.
Tip number 3. November to February or maybe March is the right time to go. Temperatures here are totally manageable and will allow you to do a lot of the hikes. The summer heat is absolutely brutal. We wouldn't recommend trying at that time.
Tip number 4. One of our staples, offline maps here are critical. There's very little to no cell service in this park, so you want to make sure you download the maps on Wi-Fi wherever you're staying before you head out into the park. And tip number 5, another one of our staples, be sure to fill up on gas before you head into the park. There are a few gas stations in the park, but they're super expensive. And as noted, this is a massive park. You will be burning your fuel when you're driving around, so you want to make sure you go in with a full tank of gas so you don't have any issues when you want to explore the whole day.
Finally, tip number 6. This is an international dark sky park, which means it's got some of the best stargazing opportunities in the world. One of the rangers specifically recommended to us that we try going to the Harmony Borax Works right near the Furnace Creek Visitor Center for some of the best stargazing locations in the park. Early in the year, the National Park Service actually offers guided stargazing opportunities from this location. Unfortunately for us, it was cloudy when we visited, so we didn't have the opportunity to try stargazing ourselves. So here's our overall opinion on Death Valley National Park. Don't come to this park expecting mountain landscapes. That's just not what it is. This is a park that has unique geological features, such as the volcanic crater Ubehebe Crater or Badwater Basin. It's also a great park to visit in the winter, while a lot of mountain parks are not accessible due to snow and/or weather conditions. Death Valley, on the other hand, is too hot in the summer, so if you're looking for a nice winter vacation with some beautiful hiking, and again, really unique geological features and great photo opportunities, Death Valley is an exceptional place to go visit.
Have you been to Death Valley National Park? If so, what was your favorite feature? Or are you planning a trip and there's some more information you'd like to know? Be sure to drop a comment below. We really enjoy hearing from you.
And if you found this video useful, be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss what's coming next.
We look forward to seeing you on our next adventure. Bye for now.